Okay, I am a chef slash private chef. I'm into fitness. This is clearly my happy place here, you know. Father of 3. My oldest is Matthew. He's 12. I have a daughter. She's 8. Her name is Nyla. And I have another boy named 7. He's 3. Turns 4 on the 19th of this month, actually.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
What are you planning to do for his birthday?
I'm going to take him to Legoland.
Oh, he's going to love Legoland.
Yeah, take him to Legoland, you know. He's getting big very fast.
Must have a good dad.
Definitely has a great dad.
A dad that spoils them too.
Great, yes, definitely I do. I try to give them all the things I never had growing up, you know. I had a great father growing up as well, so, you know, I try to emulate that into their lives and show them the best version of myself and what I would want them to be when they grow up, or better than me, actually, you know. And love working out at the gym. Love a great hike, a bike ride, anything involving fitness and outdoors I'm involved with. I love being one with nature. I love animals. That's about it.
It makes sense for this entire area too, that this would be a happy place too.
Yeah.
You guys are in the center of this place, and the sun is setting.
Perfect sunset.
Amazing. Introduce yourself, Delon.
All right, my name is Delon. I'm 25 from South Central LA, California. Moved to Santa Monica about a little over 10 years ago from South Central LA. I love it out here, and clearly by the beach, specifically right by the water, is my happy place. It's my serenity. Water has always been connected to me. I've been going to the beach swimming since I was young. I just really do love, like you said, outdoors activities, but especially the water. Water is calming. It can almost rock me to sleep. Sometimes I turn on some beach sounds when I'm having trouble going to sleep or something like that. So I really do love water, specifically the beach. I love to travel. I'm a current NFL free agent. I'm a model. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a content creator. And I'm actually just an overall creator. Anything I put my mind to, I feel like I can create my own reality and create whatever I see for myself that I envision at the highest potential. I'm a man of God, and yeah, I love helping people. I love empowering, teaching, and inspiring other people. That's my purpose on this earth. And I pray that everyone around the world watching this podcast gets empowered, inspired, or taught something at the end of the day through my brothers and I conversation and the great host we have, Angelica. So that's a little bit about me. So yeah.
I see that for both of you guys, because every time you guys enter the gym, it feels calming. Like, you know when you meet somebody and you're intimidated? I don't feel that. Like when you guys enter the gym, it's like there's a light that's in the gym.
It's
And,
good.
You guys
It's
do
good.
that too. I remember DeLon gave me some really good workout advice too. I told people about that. Smith machine for 2 days.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You learn something, and you get to take it with you for the rest of your life, and then you can even turn it into something that you teach other people, rather for profit or not. It's just that the fact that you learn something and can take it on for the rest of your life.
Yeah, y'all both actually kind of have like a teaching gift too. Like, I feel like for kids especially.
We definitely do.
I can see you guys being like people that like kids look up to, you know?
We definitely do. I think it came from a wise and insightful foundation of our parents that we both have. They both always taught us lessons. I'm talking about throughout the day and night, in weekends, weekdays, we were always taught something. Or let's say we were driving with them and something happened. See, that's why you got to learn this and learn that and do this and do that. So they always taught us everything that we need to know in life. And we're just grateful to be here. Grateful to be mirror images of them and reflections of them and what they taught us growing up and the foundations that not only they've set, but we've been able to grow into the men we are today and create ourselves.
That's beautiful. And I bet your parents are very proud. So
Definitely.
I have a question for both of you too. What are your goals?
My goal is complete freedom. Freedom from financial worries, freedom from missing anything that I feel maybe work or any type of obligation would take me from. I just want to be able to do the things that I want to do every day I wake up. I want to be able to spend my time the way that I would choose to spend my time. And whether that be financial freedom, mental, spiritual, I just want to be able to freely make the choices that make me happy on a daily basis, you know. And definitely one of the goals is to, for sure, make sure that I teach my kids financial literacy, you know. I want to pass down to them, follow your dreams, you know, follow what makes you happy, be passionate about what makes you happy, and don't let anyone deter you from what makes you happy. And definitely my goal is to pass that along to them and build a foundation that they don't have to worry like I did growing up about certain things like financial issues and worrying where the next dollar is going to come from, or just trying to find yourself. I want them to be their true free selves growing up. You know, they're young kids now, so growing up I want them to be able to live freely and be whatever it is they want to be. No, definitely. And
I can imagine your kids listening to this too. And yeah,
Definitely. This will be around them
for sure.
for
Yeah,
the rest of our lives. But at
for
least
sure.
it's around them.
absolutely.
For sure.
And I can see it too, that you care so much about your kids too. It's like the things that you want for them.
I do. Financial, yeah, just freedom. Really, that's my goal. I don't really have a specific pinpoint area. I just want all around freedom in my life, you know. I want to be able to be free and be free to choose to spend my time how I choose to spend it.
Like taking control of like your time.
Exactly.
You're like, this is your time. And it's
Exactly.
mine, you know?
The route you choose to go on is your choice, you know. You create the life that you want to live and lead. So complete freedom and control is what I want. Of course, God guiding me, of course, but freedom is my goal.
My future goals, honestly, is very similar. Most of our answers are going to be very similar, as we're one and the same. Right, exactly. So I would definitely say generational wealth is one of my future goals. Not just leaving behind, but teaching the future generations that are coming up, you know, what to do with money, how to use it, because most of the time, 75% of everything that we have on this world comes with a manual, comes with instructions. And our paycheck doesn't come with instructions. The boss will never tell you, your manager will never tell you, hey, with your paycheck, you should pay yourself first and do this and do that and then invest and save it and do like this. They just give you money in order for you to fall right back into the matrix and just keep being in this never-ending cycle of survival mode, living paycheck to paycheck, when that's something that we want to break. I mean, we all want freedom, and that's one of my next goals is financial freedom along with generation wealth. Like you said, just being able to wake up, not working on someone else's dime or time, and just being able to spend the day how I choose it. My future kids, or like his kids now, want to go to the park one day. We can go to the park without having to call in our boss and be like, hey, I think I'm going to be 2 hours late. My kids want to go to the park. No, get in here and come to work. Like, nobody really wants that. Nobody wants to be bossed around. But again, not everyone can be a boss. Now, if everyone was a boss, then we wouldn't have workers. Again, that's just how the world works. I would say ultimate peace, mentally especially, but I just want to be as peaceful as possible. When people see me, they be like, dang, that guy's really at peace with himself. Why am I? Maybe I want you to question yourself. Why are you not at peace with yourself? What are you missing that's not that missing piece to the pie of why you're not at peace with yourself? Because again, you got to be happy with who you see in the mirror every single day. And lastly, I would say to teach, empower, and inspire, man. Like I said, God came to me when I was a teenager. I would say around 14, 15 maybe, and told me that's what I'm here on this earth to do. God communicates to everyone in different ways of what their purpose is, and I believe everyone on this earth is here to serve a divine purpose, but that's what he told me. I'm here to teach, empower, and inspire any positive ways that I have to other people. I want people, again, to see me, not just see peace, but they see positivity. Dang, this guy is always smiling. Dang, this guy is never going through anything. At least he doesn't show it. And again, that's, to me, one of the qualities of the ultimate man, is that whatever he's going through, he still shows up for not just himself, but his family and his why every single day in and day out. Rather you're struggling, rather you're going through a financial situation, rather, you know, you're dealing with anything internally or externally, you just don't show it. I'm not saying don't embrace your emotions, but I'm saying know how to hold on to them, know how to digress them, and then know how to put positivity out there without letting it, you know, reflect a negative light upon others. And most importantly, just have an impact on this world. I just want people to remember me to being that God-serving man that always had a chip on his shoulder in a good way and was very positive. You know, he always wanted to teach and empower and inspire other people through his own ways of positivity. And that's honestly all I can ask for. I thank God for waking up every day like today and putting my best foot forward every single day. And that's all I can do. All you can do is all you can do. All you can do is all you can do. He's laughing because it's kind of an insider. We watched the video, and it's a long story, but anyway, yeah.
And you know what I noticed is that your goals is very like family focused, but very communal too. It doesn't come from a selfish perspective. Like
Exactly. That's the most important part. Go ahead. Yeah.
I want to be able to be used in a good way. I want the ability to have enough resources that I could lend them to whoever needs them. I don't want to gain a bunch of capital or reach a financial level to where I'm just selfish and I'm keeping it all to myself. I want to be able to gain so much that I can share with everyone and help whoever is in need. You know, I really feel like the opportunities that are being presented to me are definitely placing me in a position to where I will be able to help everyone that is in need and is necessary and wants help from me, you know. And that's really something that I feel like I've been placed on this earth for, and it's a great feeling to know that one day I will be able to help everyone who is in need and who needs me, you know.
Well, you guys enter the gym too, like you guys insert yourself, but like it's not intimidating, it's not like exclusive, you know?
Yeah.
It's like very like welcoming and like a ray of sunshine, like the
Appreciate that.
podcast.
Appreciate that. Definitely. Appreciate that.
I don't ever want to have that exclusive energy like, oh, I'm afraid to even talk to those guys. No,
Right, yeah, you could come speak.
We're very calm, cool, collected, chill. The least you can do is, you know, just walk up to us and ask, hey, how you doing? And we'll automatically spark a conversation with you. Not the type to just beam bug you across the
Very approachable.
Yeah, very approachable. You walk up to us, anybody can have a conversation with us. And I guarantee you'll leave the conversation either inspired or you taught something or empowered.
Smiling
Yeah.
eyes and
Right.
a smile coming
Right.
out of my mouth.
Great smile.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys too, just like moving on to the next question. How do you guys feel you are at your life, like in your life right now? How is it going?
Right now, I'm learning the exact direction that I want to go in. So I feel like at this moment, everything is falling perfectly into place. And lots of opportunities are being revealed and presented to us both at the same time. And it's starting to feel like divine intervention, like we're doing exactly what we're meant to be doing at this moment, you know. We spend every day trying to further ourselves, grow in some way, you know. And I think that the direction we're going in is definitely leading us to the men that we're going to be for the rest of our lives, you know. So yeah, as of right now, well, for the rest of our lives, you know, this is just the beginning. This is literally the beginning of the rest of our lives right now. This feeling and these emotions that we feel on the daily, the whys and the wants that we have, and the reason that we continue to prosper and grow is definitely being presented to us. And I learn every day that I feel like I'm doing the right things, and I'm going in the right direction. My life has taken all types of turns throughout my 30s. I'm 34 right now, and I can honestly say that I finally feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing at this very moment.
What was the question again?
I kinda went
Listening to answers and then engaging and getting lost in the sunset is beautiful. So
Oh my God, this is like this
yeah,
golden view.
it is perfect. This is why this is our happy place. You can just fall asleep. You can just, not overthink, but just fall in deep into your mind of what your future is going to hold and how God has really blessed you, how grateful you are. So I think you asked, am I content or happy with?
Yeah, like where do you feel like you are at, like at this present moment?
I feel like he said, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. And it just really feels like this is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. I have yet to feel off balance and like, dang, like, are we doing this right? Is this exactly what we're supposed to do? Of course, we'll have those times as men. I think it's normal as men or even humans in general. We're like, okay, we got to do more. Okay, let's do a little more. We can always work a little harder. Let's do a little better. Let's try to go on and, go a little further this time around. And that is completely normal to have that feeling. We just want more. We just want to achieve more. Because, again, we just want to be our highest and best version of ourselves every single day. Again, showing up for ourselves, showing up for our family, and showing up for our why every single day. And I'm truly happy in my journey. Again, I feel like I'm connected with God even stronger every day. I feel like I'm connected with my brother and my brothers every day. I feel like I'm connected with my family more every day. I'm connected with who I was always supposed to walk into being. Again, I had a big transformation process earlier this year. And being where I'm at now, I'm just like, God has continued to lead me into the right direction. He has never failed me. He never has, and I know he never will, because he'll never lead me down a path that he know I couldn't handle. Everything in my life that not just I'm dealing with, but he's dealing with, and we're all dealing with, is for a divine reason. He will never put something in your life that you're not supposed to or can't handle. And I just thank God and thank you for the strength and confidence.
Like the confidence that you have in God too, because like I feel like that's what's fueling your confidence,
It definitely is. God is definitely fueling the confidence. It comes from him. He is the most divine and highest source. And we look at ourselves as God ourselves because we're merely just a reflection of our Father. We're all gods on this earth. We're all kings and queens on this earth. And we're nearly just a reflection of his creation. This world and everything he created, even the other worlds and galaxies and everything like that, is literally just a manifestation. He thought of it one day and he imagined it and then he brought it to life. That's literally how you create your own reality. If you think it and you believe it, you can achieve it. Speak it, believe it, achieve it. That's just how it is.
It's very inspiring, even like from my personal journey too.
Exactly.
As you know, like I've been waiting to tell you guys too. Like I recently became celibate too.
Okay.
Inspired because I remember you told me to.
Yeah. I've been on a long track so far, and it's just honestly, it helps keep you engaged to what's going on in life. I'm not saying meaningless sex is super bad, but again, I just think when you give yourself to yourself without, you cut off everything externally that's attention and the sexual needs and the urges. When you don't give into that, exactly, when you don't give into those cravings, you're ultimately just pouring into your own cup and your own yourself, and that's it. That's all.
See, that's why I like speaking to you guys too. I felt chills as you guys were talking too. Like it's inspiring my own journey. Like I can imagine for other people too. Other people who are like questioning their decisions at this very moment. Maybe they have like a big decision. And I can imagine like all the people that you're gonna inspire too. Because you guys have that confidence and you guys have that solid foundation.
Exactly.
Everyone was seeking that.
If they're watching this, man, they got that big decision, man. Just remember, no risk, no reward. Take that risk, jump off that curve, jump off that balcony, jump off that, not literally, figuratively, but jump off the porch, man. Go out there and get it. Take that risk because, you don't put that risk in, you won't get any reward. It's just be yourself, be authentic, be you. Do what you feel as if is really right in your heart and you're supposed to be doing. And again, if you're questioning it, if you're a believer of God, talk to God. If you're not, I can't really help you in that avenue. But, I would just recommend talking to God. Getting on your knees and praying is the easiest thing to do. Because at the end of the day, it's free to pray. All you got to do is get on your knees and talk to him. He hears us right now, but you directly talk to him and ask for him to listen to you. He will listen and he will guide you. You just got to want it.
That's a big one too. Seems like God is a big source of your happiness, which leads me to my main question. What is happiness to you?
You got the mic? Go first.
What is happiness to me? Happiness to me is waking up every day, Happiness to me is I like to practice happiness and stacking my W's in the smallest way possible, and that is what I do every single day. I wake up every single day. So what I do is, in order to contribute to me being happy, is waking up. That's the biggest W of them all. I say my prayers, I make my bed. Making my bed is another W. Having food in the fridge is another W. Getting able to shower in clean water is another W. Getting able to put clean clothes on my back is another W. Having a source of income or multiple sources of income is a W. Being able to see my family and not having any health issues is another W. It's just finding ways that I can count my W's and win throughout the day. Because again, our brain only knows what's present and what's right now. I can't, try to force my brain to think about tomorrow's W. I just need to be present and be in what's now. And again, happiness to me is being able to just wake up and do what I love to do, which is being alive, being myself, going out and pursuing my goals and dreams and aspirations to the highest degree and to the best of my ability. That's honestly what happiness is to me.
I love that. I love that. It's like a gratefulness for like very like simple things. Like it's nothing too extravagant.
It's nothing too extravagant. I'm always wealthy and rich mentally.
Right.
Before I'm just actually getting the dollar amount.
Right. And I'll just go continue on of what he was saying. Basically, just on the daily, what makes me happy is definitely waking up and stacking W's. The first thing for sure is definitely making sure you wake up early enough to not miss any of the day. A lot of people don't realize the benefits of waking up earlier. And me personally, I like being up before everyone else is awake. So that's for sure one of the first things for me, and definitely making the right choices throughout the day. Like as far as food goes, choosing the healthier food over that fatty, greasy choice that just
I needed this time.
just stacking.
About to make those bad choices.
Yeah, just
eating something unhealthy.
making better choices. Choosing not to waste your time. Scrolling on the phone. It's constantly just bettering myself every day. Learning something new. Creating more opportunities for myself. I feel like once you create that first flow of abundance, everything else just falls into place. Yeah, just so for happiness for me is like always, like I said before, freedom. Being free to make the choices and do the things that you feel are best for you.
I want to dive deeper. Like, what is freedom for you? Like, what is happiness like freedom specifically feel like for you?
So freedom for me would be a day where I wake up with no obligation to being anywhere. No one requesting me to be at a specific place at a specific time. No one telling me what to do, when to do it, how to do it. Having the financial freedom to go and do whatever it is that we choose to do at that moment. And seeing the smiles on my kids' faces when I'm able to tell them yes, we can go to Disney World at the drop of a dime. Yes, we can go get ice cream. Yes, we could go and get a new dog. Anything that they want that makes them happy also creates happiness for me. That my kids are truly my happy place, and all I want to do is see them smile, and yeah, that's happiness for me.
It makes me happy to hear that too. What does happiness feel like for you? It's freedom. What does that feel like for you?
Happiness feels like I'm floating through life. No, a better analogy. Happiness feels like I'm in whatever dream car that I want at the moment, and instead of me being behind the wheel driving as semi-aggressive and the speed limit, actually driving the speed limit as I do, instead of me doing all that and in control of it, I'm only focused on controlling what I can control, and God is the driver. And I'm gonna take it as far as I'm not even in the passenger seat. I'm in the back seat, relaxing, just allowing God to drive me through life. And that's what happiness feels like for me. I just feel like I'm ultimately guided every single day I get up. Okay, do this, do that. And it doesn't feel like an obligation. It simply feels like a choice. I'm simply making the guided choices. And again, it just feels like I have a driver inside of me, aka God, and he's driving me to make these divine choices that are going to lead me to the life that not only he sees for myself to live, but I see for myself as well. I want to live a certain way, and God wants me to live a certain way, but there's no life above the life God wants me to live. So every day I'm making sure that I meet that first, and then second I serve myself, and then third I serve whatever the man, my family, or my brothers need me to be at the end of the day. It's God, me, and then my family at the end of the day. It all falls into order, because if I can't be the man God needs me to be, that's not going to allow me to be the man I need myself to be for who I see myself as. And then in turn, that's not going to allow me to be the man my family needs to be, my brothers need me to be, my cousins, whatever it may come to.
It makes me reflect too on like my own family too. Like you guys have a strong family connection.
Strong.
Like, when you guys are walking in the gym too, like you can feel that strong family connection.
That's good. That's good. You know, family is very, very important, not just our lives, but in anyone's life. I think it's a good feeling for someone to feel like they're loved and cared for by not only someone that they're maybe blood with, but someone that they maybe went through something with, or maybe that they've been through things with, that they've eventually created that bond of being more than friends and now they're family. Because again, family doesn't necessarily mean that we're blood.
Like an intimate, like it's like an intimate bond. I guess it's like a relationship in a sense too.
It is. It is. It's a very mutual relationship. It's not really like a give and take. It's more of just a give and give. I'm not expecting anything out of you just because you're my family, but I'm just going to continue to give you love and express love to you, whether it comes back or not. It's very unconditional. It is simply unconditional. That's just how it is.
I love that. I'm going to ask you about your peak moment of happiness, but does it involve family? It doesn't have to be the number one, like, of all time, but, like, just any moment where you just felt, like, just that contentness of happiness, you know?
Peak moment of happiness. Honestly, this is the first answer that popped up in my head. It doesn't involve people that are blood, but it involves people that I consider family. And peak moment of happiness for me was in high school, my senior year, when we won the CIF City Championship. There was no better feeling until, still to this day, there have been things that have gotten really, really close, but as you guys may know, if I didn't explain, football is my passion. That is the number one thing that I love doing the most. I love playing football. I've played it all of my life. I started at the age of 6, tackle football, and I've never stopped playing football. And now, still pursuing my professional career, I will never give up on football. I will never give up on my dream. And winning that championship, something that we talked about, me and my peers freshman year, and we got to actually work every year and to actually manifest it essentially, and it being our reality and go and do it, that was peak happiness, bro. I'm still riding that high till this day. I'm not saying I'm going out and, I won a championship my senior year in high school. I'm not doing that, but I still think about it every day because I look at that ring that we won and earned every single day. That ring has my name on the side, it has my jersey number, it has the year we won, and it just has so much meaning to not only my football career, but the guys that I impacted, the guys that I consider myself to be family with, and the guys that I was able to create a bond with. Nothing can ever replace them in that memory, man. Nothing.
For me, one of my peak moments of happiness, you might not. One of my peak moments of happiness, in all honesty, was the moments when I began to be more in tune with myself. It changed my perspective on life. It changed the way I looked at everything completely. It's crazy because when I realized it, I was actually driving up PCH, and it caused me to actually shed actual tears, realizing the severity of the moment and realizing how serious and how much of a change it made in my life, because my life hasn't always been so inspirational. You know, I've had plenty of moments in my life where I wasn't very happy or wasn't a happy individual, you know, and being able to be a little bit more in tune with myself and love myself a little bit more definitely was one of my happiest moments, you know, outside of having my children, you know. You asked, did it involve family? Some of it does involve family, but that's one of the pinnacles of my life, because it changed my outlook on life and the direction of my life. It makes me happy every day. It makes me happy to get up, makes me happy to continue to do the things that I'm doing. It drives me. it pushes me just to continue to grow and be a better human being.
And you guys are like really good people too.
I appreciate that.
I guess we are running out of time, but I have one final question.
Okay. Okay.
What's an advice? Like, what's a tip or an advice you would give to a friend or stranger, just anyone you have in mind?
Advice that I would give to friends or loved ones would be, or even a stranger, would be to stay true to yourself. Always be yourself. And don't be afraid to go after the things that you truly want in life. Don't let outside judgment scare you away from the choices that you make.
I needed that.
Don't let anyone or anything deter you from what it is that you want to do in life. I honestly feel like if you allow that, you will grow into regret it. You will regret it growing. The further you get into life, you will begin to resent the choices that you have made. If you continue to live in a light that isn't meant for you, because you will never end up where you're supposed to go if you don't follow what brings you happiness, what brings you joy, you know, the things that bring you natural joy that's not forced, it just comes naturally, you know, those are the things I feel like you should pursue. The things that you dream of. Chase your dreams, you know. I don't see no reason why you can't be exactly what you want to be. It only takes you to set yourself up and constantly knock down those goals daily, day in and day out. And if you're constantly knocking obstacles out the way, there's no reason or nothing that can stop you from being exactly what it is that you need to be or want to be. That would be my advice to my friends, you know.
Advice I would give to my friends, family, or strangers. What's a lot of advice I can give to people, to family, to friends, to strangers?
Like, you guys are abundant. It's like advice. I feel like you guys are very abundant in confidence.
Definitely. Everything is sourced from God. Advice I would give. I would honestly say, I'm gonna keep it simple and straight to the point. Figure out your why. Your why would be your fuel to what you do every day, the daily habits you create, the choices you make, who you hang around, the environment you go into, the company you keep. Figure out your why every day, whether that's for family, whether that's for friends, whether that's your children, future children, you got career goals. Figure out your why. Why is it that you get up every day and do what you do? Why is it that you make those poor or good decisions every day? Why is it that you have those good or bad habits every day? Why? Ask yourself why. And to boil that down to what it is, it's just ultimately doing shadow work upon yourself. Figure out who you are. Ask yourself those uncomfortable questions that you've never really asked yourself. Dig deep into who you are. Some people like to do mirror work, sit into a mirror and stare at yourself for 5 minutes. It may make some people uncomfortable. It may not. But again, get a journal. I think that's the simplest way you can start it. Get a journal, or you can do a voice memo in everyone's phone. Everyone's phone should have a voice memo. Or, like I said, just get into a mirror and talk to yourself. Ask yourself, because I have dialogue with myself every single day. I talk to myself. I may look crazy to other people, but it is what it is. But I ask myself every day, hey, Dylan, are we okay? Are we good? Are we focused? Or check in literally every single day. And I'll have different times where it's not like, okay, it's 3 o'clock. I need to check in with myself. Hey, Dylan, are you good? It's nothing like that. It's just every time I feel myself either thinking, or I just feel myself maybe drifting away from being present. I just ask myself, hey, are we good? Are we good to go? Are we still locked in on our goals, dreams, aspirations? Do we still have a strong relationship with God? I just ask myself those questions, because, again, no one else is going to ask you these questions. No matter the responsibilities you try to put on family, you try to put on friends, you try to put on people you just met, that's not anyone's obligation. You have to make sure you are good at the end of the day, and it is your responsibility, period, point blank. And that's just the advice I would give. Your why, do some shadow work, and simply create some dialogue with yourself. Check in.
Oh, that's a big one too, because I realized too, like when you said that too, not a lot of people have that conversation with themselves too.
They don't.
People are very scared to be alone, and I resonate with that too.
Exactly, and that's why some people tend to be disconnected from who they truly are. You don't know who you truly are because you never asked yourself truly who you truly are. You never wrote down who you truly are. You never envisioned yourself who you truly are. Again, you speak it, you believe it, you achieve it, and it just comes from the power of being in the tongue. You can speak life or death upon yourself. You just got to put your best foot forward every day. Ask yourself, why are you doing this? Why am I making these changes? Like I said, putting my best foot forward, checking in with myself, doing some shadow work. I did that maybe a year and a half ago, and it turned me into the great man I am today. Just asking myself those very, very uncomfortable questions like, hey, you remember that thing that happened 10, 15 years ago or 5 years ago? How does that make you feel now? Are you still thinking on it, or do you still think about it? Have you moved past it? You have to have that connection with yourself, because again, nobody will. Nobody knows you like you know you, excuse me. No S.
That's inspirational for me, for what I'm going through.
Because think about it, the kingdom of God, you can't point to a place where the kingdom of God is. And checking in with yourself is checking into God, because he is the ultimate creator. He is within you. God is within us. I can't ask a single person on this earth. No single person on this earth can tell me where the kingdom of God is, because he doesn't have a location. He's within every single one of us. He's literally, it's within us. So that's why checking in with yourself is checking in within your God. The two voices you tend to have the most in your head is your intuition, which is your highest self, the highest self that you see yourself as every single day, and God. You talk to those people and your present self, you will be the most connected with yourself. And of course, the devil try to sneak his way in there, rather it's dialogue with him, and it may be through a friend, it may be through family, it may be through a vice that you have that you kind of use every single day, or anything like that. Any type of craving you may have every day, the devil works in very mysterious ways, just like God works in mysterious ways. But you have to know that God will never have ill will or ill intent for you. So anything that is bad that comes into your life, it was never God. He would never do that. Why would my God harm me? Why would my God be mean to me? Why would my God be unkind to me? Why would my God just be rude to me and put me in a situation that is not just uncomfortable? Nothing is wrong with being uncomfortable, but harms me or hurts me, especially internally. God would never do that. That is merely the devil trying to convince you, hey, don't believe none of that God talk. Just come over here and don't worry about worshiping him. Just be on the bad habit side. You can just, fall off. Let me get connected with myself. Let me figure out who I am and who I see myself as, because I am who I say I am every day. I am who I say I am every single day. I am who I am. I am who I say I am. And I live by that quote every single day. And it's just me showing up for myself every day. Like we talked about in the beginning of this video, I'm just showing up for myself, and me showing up for myself is showing up for God. Me showing up for God and myself is me showing up for my family and my friends and whoever needs me out in this world, or whoever we come across and connect with, because everything is divine. Everything happens for a divine reason. There are no coincidences in life. Everything is meant to happen for a divine reason.
I'm going to also say, make sure you remain present. There's so many distractions out there, and if you allow yourself to be distracted on the daily, you will never see or enjoy the things that you're meant to enjoy. So I'm just going to touch on that as well, and just say to remain present. Be careful and steer clear of the distractions that are presented to you on a daily basis. There's plenty of people that are placed in your life not for longevity, just for the moment, and a lot of them are distractions, and you can kind of tell the difference between someone that's meant to be in your life and someone that is simply a distraction. Make sure that you separate yourself from the distractions. It may be a person, a thing, place, wherever it is, whatever it is. Remain present and steer clear of distractions.
That was advice. Like, I felt that to my coach. I'm like, oh, this is the advice that I need in my life. Thank you guys so much for your consideration. I have one last question.
Any questions? Take your time. No rush.
This is the last one. How can we make happiness as a whole more accessible?
Honestly, I feel like people will become happy when it's something that they choose. Happiness is a choice. It's not something that you can go purchase from Walmart, or any type of purchase. It's literally a choice. You can have ups and downs in life, but still remain or choose to be happy no matter what is thrown your direction. And the only way more people will obtain it is for everyone to choose positivity over negative. Honestly, negativity. I mean, it's hard to give that to a person without them wanting it for themselves, you know. But my honest opinion, I just feel like once a person chooses to be happy, everything else will fall into place for you.
Wow, happiness is a choice.
It's a choice. It's definitely a choice.
How to make happiness more accessible is simply boiled down to, I'm going to repeat the same thing he said, is making the choice. You have to want happiness. If you don't want happiness, you are not going to attract it, because everything is attraction. Everything is a mere projection and a reflection of who we are, our inner self. That is as simple as it said. I mean, there is no like Walmart you can go to and buy it. There is no Target. Amazon doesn't have happiness for sale. But again, happiness for everyone is in different ways. Happiness might be for someone on the street, some type of drugs or alcohol. Happiness for a gambling addict might be some money that they can go and gamble. Happiness for someone that loves cars can be buying another car. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put your energy towards. And that's how the quote, "You are what you eat," boils down to. It's not just what you eat, the food you eat, it's what you consume on a daily basis. The TV shows that you watch, the YouTube videos that you watch, who you listen to, the distractions, who you listen to, who you allow to influence you in your decisions. It is what you consume. You are what you eat. And again, it all comes down to choice, like he said. Happiness is a choice. You have to want it. You have to go out and literally wake up every day. How can I obtain happiness? And I think happiness also can be boiled down to being proud of yourself every day. How can I be proud of myself every day? Like, happiness is great, don't get me wrong. Positivity is great, don't get me wrong. But how can I be proud of what I did today? Rather you did something or you did nothing. But remember, something is always greater than nothing. How can I be happy and proud of myself for the every day-to-day actions that I make, the weekly actions that I make, the monthly actions that I make, and the yearly actions that I make? How can I truly be proud of myself? Like, dang, reflecting on it, I really did good this year, this day, this month, this week. I really did great. I really did this. I said I was going to do this. I wrote it down on my vision board or my journal or a voice memo or whatever it may be, and I actually did it. I actually achieved it, and I am really proud of myself. You have to express that gratitude for yourself, because remember, we express when we're happy for other people. We express when we're happy when we get this purchase. We express when we're happy for everything else, but when is the last time you expressed happiness for yourself and you achieving something? You have yet to be like, damn, I'm proud of you. Looking in the mirror at yourself, I am proud of you for standing up for whatever that you went through. You got through that. Remember when we was going through that thing last year, last month, yesterday? You showed up for yourself today, and I am proud of you. Be proud for yourself for how far you've come. Stacking those W's and stepping on those L's, but no L stands for loss. Every L is a lesson, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Quick. Oh yeah, sun's. Yeah. Yeah.
You could see it moving under the mountain.
Yeah.
As it went down.
If you guys can see what we see, man, the sun is gone. I mean, as you guys can tell in the frame, but the sun is gone. It disappeared real fast right behind the mountains.
I felt chills from what you guys were saying, but then also I was seeing it in your glasses. Right.
5% tint. That super dark tint, man. You can see every reflection.
Yeah, I saw it go down too. It was beautiful too.
That is why we honestly chose this as our happy place. Not only do you get the water which God created, you get the sun, you get the sand, you just get. This is so peaceful. This is literally our serenity, our happiness, our everything. The water is beautiful. It is a beautiful creation. Yet I am also scared when it comes to big bodies of water. I slightly have thalassophobia, which is a fear or a phobia of big bodies of water. And the ocean is one thing. It's just because us humans were not meant to and haven't explored more than 10% of the ocean. Right, that might be a stretch. Yeah, we haven't explored a lot of.
Don't even know much about the ocean.
That's what I'm saying. If marine biologists don't know at least everything about it, how do we expect to just go ahead and venture off into it? No, because we're not meant to venture off and know everything. We're not meant to. That's just how it is. We're meant to have this land experience. The water and the sea critters or creatures or whatever are meant to have. Yes, we can visit it. We can come and see. Like, I respect your home. That's why you don't get them coming to us out the water, and they stay in the water. Everybody respects each other's home, and that's just how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a big one too. You know, it's crazy. Researchers don't know a lot about the ocean. They don't know a lot about dreams, and they're still trying to discover what happiness is. So,
And space. They don't know a lot about space. As above, so below. I mean, they don't know about the depths of the water. They don't know about the heights of the the sky. It's kind of like we're in this middle ground, and it kind of makes me entertain the whole flat or round Earth thing. I'm not gonna go. I want to ask you, watching this video, do you believe the Earth is flat, or do you believe it is we live in like a sphere type of experience? He's a flat Earth guy. I'm a flat Earth guy myself, but again, I'm not gonna go in depth to it. You guys gotta subscribe to this channel. You guys gotta like the video. You guys gotta comment on this video. You guys gotta shout out Angelica for being a great host. You guys gotta follow Davion on all his social media sites. It'll be on the screen. You gotta follow me on all social media sites, and if you guys want that video, we'll give it to you guys. Definitely. That is a wrap, man. Thank you.